Good morning, everybody. And this is IR Vibes, Info, Entertainment, Reviews. Lots of love to all of you out there. Shout out to youtube.com. And as well, go check out www.esearchy.com and take a look at my latest t-shirt of Pearl. We'll leave links down below. If you guys see a design you like of one of my latest available, please contact me directly. Contact information is below this video as well. And I'll give you guys, as a new customer, whether you are a Vibe supporter here or just new and stumbled across, I will give you guys a $5 discount on any item you see that you like of choice as a new customer. Now, getting into the latest earthquake update. So as you can see, we have something different here. I bought a new software giving me pretty much exactly what I wanted to bring to you guys. And I still will be using other sources, but this is a new source that I am using. So I hope you guys enjoy it, getting a full effect of earthquake in 3D. And let's get to the latest. It is August 2nd, 2017. And take a look here with the back area of the Western Indian Antarctic Ridge. 5.1 magnitude earthquake at 10 kilometers in depth, which this was on Tuesday, August 1st. And of course, continuing on, the West Coast is picking up, but it doesn't stop there. You guys, you know what? Take a look up over here. This is where it gets more crazy, and definitely concerned about this area because now where the earthquake struck right here up in Mexico, take a look at this. Now again, we're getting the full satellite view of the globe, so this is really awesome. This is the first time I'm bringing this. I just picked this up, you guys, and I'm liking it so far. I have every seismic source available all in one, and so whoever doesn't report, well, the others will report, so it's really nice. This right here, which was not too far away from California, you guys, it's fairly well close. This is a 4.0 at 30.35 kilometers, and this was on July 30th, 2017. So we do go back a couple of days, which is pretty nice. And anytime a quake does strike, it's pretty well similar to Earthquake 3D. Just like I was using, those of you who are familiar with DutSense, he also uses Earthquake 3D. And when an earthquake would strike, you would get notified with the bell ding, and this one pretty much does the exact same thing. So this you will see pretty much in every single update, and of course I will continue to bring you the other sources that I use. Now over here, take a look at this area. We have up in Mexico again 4.0, 14.0 kilometers in depth, and then Guatemala is getting hit as well. And take a look, we'll go ahead and zoom on in and see exactly where this baby struck, and bam, you have two earthquakes. Here is one in Puerto San, Guatemala, Jose, with a 4.1, 10 kilometers in depth. This was Tuesday, August 1st, and then following right afterwards, this was offshore of Guatemala at a 4.1 and 10 kilometers in depth. Now, it doesn't stop here, you guys. We've actually had quite a few 5 magnitudes, just as expected, like I was mentioning before the other day. Now, coming up over here, take a look at this. North Atlantic Ridge with a 5.2 magnitude earthquake. And this was at 10 kilometers depth. And of course, that was the August 1st earthquake. And then here is another one. 5.2 magnitude quake. And this was Wednesday, August 2nd. So, like I said, you guys, things are really picking up. I'm surprised nothing for the West Coast. I really am surprised nothing has happened in the area. Now, coming up towards in Chile, take a look what we have over here. 5.5 magnitude earthquake. It wasn't too shallow, and of course, not so much deep. 88.16 kilometers in depth. And this is for Wednesday, the 2nd of August, 2017. And take a look, you can see exactly where this struck. You guys want to get closer and take a zoom in on it? Let's go ahead and zoom on in on this. And again, using satellite 3D, super awesome, you guys. Please thumbs me up, let me know that you like this. If you are interested, I could definitely get you guys hooked up with this. Now, it does cost money, but it's not expensive, and I definitely highly recommend it. It's fairly well priced, very well worth it. 5.5 magnitude earthquake striking at 87 kilometers, and this was a recent one as well. Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017, and this was at 1:31:00, and of course showing at 15:12. Zooming on out, let's go ahead and take a look here. So as far as the West Coast, still have not seen anything above a 5 or a 5.2 magnitude earthquake, which is kind of oddly interesting. But again, Mother Earth has been definitely moving around a little bit different than the usual. Now here's a 4.2, and of course it's getting deeper at 117 kilometers, 0.97 in depth. This was the one on the 1st of August. But here is, like I was mentioning, the patterns. Look how these patterns are building up, and you're looking from South America and then also coming up past Ecuador, going into past Costa Rica, then Mexico. What's next for the West Coast, you guys? Could there be something coming along? Now, the reason why you're not seeing any other quakes within through the United States, I currently have this set right now for only viewing 4 and above magnitude earthquakes, which is not going to show the earthquakes below that magnitude. But I'm pretty well sure there was a bunch of small quakes striking throughout California. Now, Alaska, check this out. Here's where this earthquake had struck. This was 26 kilometers east of Akutan, Alaska at a 4.8, basically 5.0. 69.03 kilometers, and this was the quake on the 31st of July in that area. Now, Japan's been definitely picking up in seismic activity also. There's a lot of movement, you guys, I've been noticing. Here's the 4.8, and this one was pretty somewhat decent as well, 70 kilometers in depth. This was July 31st, 2017. Zooming on out. Now, as mentioned, Japan has quite a bit of activity, and it is on a watch. Just quite a bit going on in that area. Now, as far for these quakes, take a look over here. Attic, Alaska, 5.2, and here we go getting more shallower at only 58.09 kilometers in depth, and its record at a 5.2 magnitude quake, but it doesn't stop there. Zooming on in, folks, take a look at this, guys. A 5.1, shallower, with only 36.6 kilometers in depth. So definitely quite a bit going on. And again, we're only looking at the smaller quakes. And then here's another quake. We got right here. Okay, that was the 36.1. So I just missed this other quake right up in here. Let's take a quick look. I don't want to miss this for you guys. 5.2, 60 kilometers. And also a 5.2 at 58.009 kilometers, excuse me. And so this area is very active, but then again, it's a volcanic area. Now going towards Russia, take a look. At only 10 kilometers in depth, that's a 4.4 magnitude, and this was for Tuesday on the 1st of August, 2017. Surprisingly, remember when Russia had that 6 magnitude? Surprisingly, they haven't had any more. Now, coming up this way, getting closer towards Japan, 5.7 in Russia still, at 86.71 kilometers. That was Sunday, the 30th of July. Going into the 1st of August of 2017, and right along the main tectonic plate system. So, definitely still going to be on watch. We still have Greece, we still have Italy, and of course those other areas to follow. But then, as I was mentioning about Japan, here is the problem I was talking about. There's a lot of big uptick with all the shaking and movement going on. But again, you have to remember, when these quakes are shaken up, we're gonna get to Japan right now. But here's what I want to get into. Just mention real quick. All within this area, okay? You have Fiji Islands, Tonga, all these whole areas, you guys, when it comes around that, what I call a U shape, because when you come from New Zealand and right when you go around that curve from Tonga, going towards through Fiji and then coming up this way past Vanuatu, Solomon Islands, and etc. This is all a super unstable and a super weak tectonic plate system. Starting off with this quake, look at this. Kermadec Islands region with a 5.1 and a fairly deep 150 kilometers in depth, and that was for the 30th of July 2017 on Sunday. But then here's where the other concern gets me, you guys. There's a lot of movement going on here. Because of this movement in these areas, that's why probably Japan is getting the ricochet of it. Now, that's why I call this a domino effect, because when one quake hits at just the right magnitude, it's going to send its shockwave, and there's nowhere for it to stop. And so 4.5, and look how deep, at 576.81 kilometers in depth, following by this one, 577 kilometers in depth, and probably was a 5.0, no doubt. So you guys, this is one area. I mean, we have the San Andreas, we have the New Madrid fault, but this is one I believe I'm more concerned about than what I am concerned about for the West Coast. And the reason why I say this, because of how unstable this area is. Just imagine if a quake, a mega quake, was to strike somewhere in here, just enough to basically make Earth so uncomfortable to the point where there's an area within through here that actually opens up the ground, and then guess what's going to happen there? Bam, it's going to spread, and then here comes the whole ocean floor starting to move, and then we have the whole West Pacific plate, and not just one plate, multiple plates, ricocheting going in towards the West Coast, basically into the United States. And so this is something that would be just beyond catastrophic, beyond what anyone could imagine. 5.1 here at 429.78 kilometers, and this was Tuesday, August the 1st. So they have it listed as a moderate quake. Now coming here, take a look. Bougainville region, PNG, with a 5.1, 432 kilometers, you guys. And of course, that was August 1st, 2017. So, how do you guys like this so far? What do you guys think about this so far? Let me know. As you've seen how close we got to go inland on one of the quakes we zoomed in, you could go pretty super darn close and you're getting the full effect. It's really awesome. I really hope you all enjoy this. And plus, no ads. I stumbled across this on accident, and this is exactly just what I wanted, because being on a different device, I'm waiting on my computer system to get running, because I do want to bring the Walton Earthquake 3D back on and also continue live stream, as I'll be adding this to a live stream also. But I wanted something similar, because since the Walton Earthquake does have a software for only Apple devices, I don't have currently an Apple device, so it's hard to find softwares that are really good. And this, when I stumbled across it, I did my research, and truly amazing. New Ireland region, PNG, with a 5.0, 40 kilometers in depth, which was the 1st of August on the Wednesday, 2017. Now coming up here, take a look at this, you guys. Here's another one. Papua New Guinea is starting to wake up. 5.0, 27.84 kilometers, and that was for Tuesday, August the 1st, 2017. So don't worry, I did not forget about Japan. I just wanted to go through this and show you guys, and also just kind of give you that idea about what I'm talking about for that area and the ricocheting for Japan. Now, enough said for that area. Let's go hit up Japan and see what's going on in this main spot. And also, we'll hit up the farther west, going even further and taking a look through Greece, Italy, and as it has not stopped, the area has been picking up, and there is going to be an uprise through that area within the next coming couple of days. Coming up here is Kyushu, Japan, 4.6, 49 kilometers in depth, which is somewhat fairly well shallow, you guys, for that area. And then also we have this quake. This is 4.6, 40.52 kilometers in depth also. Now, here is where it even gets more crazy. Look at the effects happening right in through here. Now, could there become a coming event for the next 2 weeks to come? Possibly a 6.0, you guys, to strike somewhere within through Japan's region. And I'm definitely going to put that at a 75% possibility. Here's a 4.8 magnitude at only 50 kilometers in depth, but then it doesn't stop there. Zooming on in, excuse me here, a little bit touchy here. Now, this is what I mean about zooming on in, you guys. Pretty freaking amazing. There we go. Near the east coast of Honshu, Japan, zooming in right on it, and here it is. That's exactly where this baby had struck. Now, ain't that amazing? Look at the clarity of this glow. Now, this is one thing I have to say over the Earthquake 3D glow. What this has is because of this, truly amazing. 4.8 at 60 kilometers in depth. And then take a look, because these two quakes were not too far away from each other. Now, mind you, when they're getting hit with these big magnitudes, they feel it, every single bit of it. And here's another one near the east coast of Honshu, Japan again, at only 10 kilometers in depth. And this was a 5.3 magnitude earthquake. And then guess what? Just not too further out, you guys, 5.0 at a super shallow 6.51 kilometers in depth. So that's why I do say there is a possibility of a 6.0 within the next 2 weeks to strike anywhere within Japan's area of land, or if not within the coast into the Pacific. Now here we have 4.3, 54 kilometers in depth, following by, hold up, are these both? These are both 4.3 magnitude quakes, 54 kilometers in depth, and then the other one was 54.35 kilometers in depth. So pretty much a one after another effect. And then, of course, these quakes with the 5.3, 15 kilometers in depth, following by, I believe we just saw another one. There was another one, and not too far out. And take a look here, you guys. 5.3, 16.55 kilometers in depth. So, definitely seeing something gonna happen within through the area. Now, before we head up towards Greece, take a look at this. This is up in Indonesia with a 4.5, 35.5 kilometers in depth. Looks like they got some cloud coverage going on there as well. And that was 35.5 kilometers in depth, as I just mentioned. And then also here is another one in Nias region, Indonesia, with a 4.5, 35 kilometers in depth as well. Indonesia, you guys remember, they had quite a few big quakes that hit the area. Now up here in the red, what do we have here? This one striking at 5.1 and somewhat fairly well deep, 158.64 kilometers in depth. Now let's go ahead and go on land and see what's up with this area here. So what do we have? India with a 4.0 and a shallow 10 kilometers in depth also. Boy, Mother Earth just does not stop. Now, we're going to get to those two quakes right here last. This is where I want to hit first. So, coming around the corner, take a look, you guys. You can see Roma, of course, Italy, and all throughout these areas. But then coming up over here is where, basically, as the quakes start to exit, there was a huge amount of quakes the other day that just in a huge, just their own pack, like a pack of wolves. And now it seems somewhat fairly well quiet, but this is not over. I'm telling you, 4.0, 10 kilometers in depth up in Spain. And then again, coming up over here, you guys, take a look at this. We have in Romania, 4.8 at 133.0 kilometers in depth. And that was on the 1st of August. And then also, following by this quake, this was a 4.8, 133.24 kilometers in depth. Things are really moving up. There's that 4.8 there, and also coming up over here, take a look at this one, 4.3, 101.31 kilometers in depth. So definitely something going on in that area. Could there be a fault line or a plate type zone that maybe none of us know about? I haven't looked into this area. Do any of you viewers know? Guys, friends, let me know if you guys happen to come across something in here and find that there is a fault or a plate that actually rips right through. Let me know. Surprisingly, as long as I have been doing this, I have not checked that area at all, believe it or not. 5.2 magnitude, striking up into Greece, Sea Greece area at 19.5 kilometers in depth. And it looks like there was actually a couple earthquakes to hit the area. 3 of them. So, despite with everything going on, there will be more quakes, you guys, in the coming couple of days. This was for the 31st, before the month came in. I did not get to get you guys on the 31st. I did miss an update for that because I was so busy running around and just trying to get bills and stuff paid out. You guys all know how that goes, bills. Living the good little life. You're a little child, you play with your toys, you have a good time, nothing bothers you. But then we get old and holy cow, you start pulling gray out your hairs because bills! 5.2 magnitude earthquake, 19.5 kilometers in depth. Yeah. So, you guys, again, I really do appreciate all of you so much. I want to get a live stream type thing set up here because I want to be able to have it where when you all come aboard and come and visit, where I could chat with you guys voice to voice and everybody could communicate. And I'm trying to find a way if there is a possibility of that to happen, and at the same time where everybody could still chit chat with each other by typing within the messenger. And so that I'm working on. I really want to get that on there. Before we end this update, north of Svalbard, excuse me if I said that wrong, 4.7, and this is with 10 kilometers in depth. So pretty somewhat fairly well shallow. Now exiting out, you guys, I'm going to show you a quick grid just so you can see here. Now today's events grouped by hour. This is average hourly events. 1 events, 2 magnitude, maximum at a 5.5. Here's the grid right here. And here is the week's events grouped by the day. And there was 209 events, basically, you're seeing 29 daily at a magnitude 5.9 maximum. So basically 6.0 is where they were hitting. Today's average magnitude group by an hour, maximum value 5.5. And coming on down, here's the week's average grouped by day, maximum value of a 5.5, minimum value of a 4.48 magnitude earthquake. So that is it for that area. And again, lots of love, heads up high. Thank you all for the great support. And just to let you guys know, those of you who I do follow right back in return, I follow everybody who does not just subscribe but becomes part of the Vibes team. So I consider everyone friends here. Do appreciate it. But I have been watching many of your channels. And so if for some reason maybe I didn't message you, doesn't mean I do not watch. I have been watching, and you guys keep up the great work. Keep the great work up, all of you. I love what you guys are doing. Truly amazing. And again, it's not easy for me to go view everybody, but I do make time to go and come and check you guys out. And so keep up the great work, you guys. Really love it a lot. Thanks again. This is your IR Vibes Info Entertainment Reviews, ending here at 4:16 a.m. Arizona time. Love, live, smile.